Ever wonder why so many successful people wake up at 5 a.m.? What's the deal with this hour that feels like it still belongs to the night? Here's the thing, waking up at 5 a.m. doesn't magically make you successful, but what happens when you do just might change your life. Let's talk about what really happens when you start waking up at 5 a.m. The good, the tough, and the surprising. First, let's start with the obvious question. Why would anyone voluntarily wake up before sunrise? For most of us, mornings are rushed. We hit snooze a few times, scramble to get ready, maybe skip breakfast, and jump into the chaos of the day. We start reactive, not proactive. But when you wake up at 5 a.m., the world is still asleep. And that silence, that solitude, that's your edge. In the early hours, there are no distractions, no notifications, no meetings, no noise, just you and your thoughts. And in that space, something powerful starts to happen. You begin the day with intention, not pressure. Now let's break down what really happens when you consistently wake up at 5 a.m. and why it's not just about being early, but being better. First, you reclaim time. It's one of the rarest things we never seem to have enough of. Waking up at 5 gives you an extra 2 to 3 hours before the rest of the world even begins. That's 14 to 21 hours a week. Imagine what you could do with that time. Read, work out, journal, plan, build a side hustle, or just breathe before life starts yelling at you. And no, it's not about being busy. It's about being deliberate. Second, you win the mental game early. When you start your day with discipline, by getting out of bed when it's still dark, you're training your brain to lead, not follow. You're setting the tone that you are in control, not your mood, not your phone, not the world. And that small mental win at 5 a.m., it builds confidence that compounds. Third, your productivity skyrockets. Think about your usual work hours. There's always something competing for your attention. Emails, pings, people, pressure. But between 5 and 8 a.m., your mind is fresh, your willpower is strong, and your calendar is empty. This is your high-performance window. You'll be amazed at how much you can get done before breakfast. Writers say they find their best ideas in the morning. Athletes say their clearest focus happens before dawn. CEOs schedule strategy time in these hours. Not because they like pain, but because it works. Fourth, you create time for self-alignment. When you wake up early, you finally have time to ask the questions we usually avoid. What do I want from today? What's working in my life? What's not? Am I just reacting or actually creating the life I want? These moments become a kind of daily reset, a checkpoint for your values, your goals, and your energy. Fifth, waking up at 5 changes your identity. You stop being the person who wants to get their life together and start becoming the person who does. Every time you show up early for your life, you cast a vote for the future version of you, the disciplined, energized, focused version. And let's be real, it's not always easy. Some days you'll want to crawl back into bed, some mornings will feel empty, but with consistency, your mind starts to shift, your days start to align, and your goals stop being someday ideas and start becoming your reality. Now let's talk about the myths. No, waking up at 5 a.m. doesn't mean you'll be tired all the time. If you respect your sleep, you'll feel more rested, not less. No, it's not only for morning people. Being a night owl is a habit. So is rising early. And habits can change. And no, it's not about hustling every second. It's about owning your time, not being owned by it. One powerful side effect of waking up at 5 a.m.? You become harder to distract. When you begin the day grounded, you're less shaken by the chaos that follows. You've already centered yourself. You've already accomplished something. And that quiet confidence follows you. This discipline spills into other areas too. You start eating better. You make time to exercise. You show up sharper in meetings, calmer in conflicts, and more energized in relationships. It's like you've tuned into a higher frequency of yourself. Here's the truth. Waking up early won't make you successful, but it will make you more intentional. And in a distracted, overwhelmed world, that's a superpower. You don't have to be extreme. You don't have to wake up at 5 every single day. But try it for a week. Set your alarm. Put your phone across the room. Prep your coffee the night before. And give those early hours a chance to show you who you can become. Because on the other side of discipline is freedom. And on the other side of discomfort is growth. So here's your call to action. Test it. Try it. Don't just watch another video about routines. Live it. Try waking up at 5 a.m. for the next 7 days and watch what happens. And if you're serious about building a life of discipline, purpose, and clarity, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.